Okay, it's great. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia. I am your host and facilitator for this group healing, and I welcome everybody. Today, we'll be working on clearing and doing a healing on the bones and joints. Um, let's just get started. So we're calling all the energies in. We're already in the group field. If you need to, with your intention, connect with your heart and with your navel into this beautiful kind of bubble that we've created that is our group field. It is the healing field for these Saturday group healings. And take a few slow, deep breaths. And you'll feel the energy starting to come in. Your ears may buzz, your body may start buzzing a little bit. I welcome everyone. And we're pulling in divine source energies. We bring in some pure multidimensional magic to help facilitate with the physical transformation on the physical level, and also on the healing and transformation on the energetic level, the emotional, the mental, lots of, deep root cause kind of issues sit in the bones as well as the joints. So we're going to work on clearing some of that out today. Yeah, the energies are coming in already. So let's ask to open our kidneys up and really boost our kidney energies. We'll spend a few minutes doing that. Again, as we release from the joints, any pains, crystallization, calcification in the body, your kidneys have to be able to filter and release all of this. So that's why we're starting with the kidneys. Let's boost the kidney energies now, please. The kidneys themselves on the physical level and on the subtle level. If you're having a hard time settling down, drink some water. It's very grounding. Take some deep breaths, kind of oxygenate your brain. Breathe down all the way into your belly. If you're not feeling the energies, remember you have the control, the volume, so you can turn it up if you need to feel the energies a little more strongly. Or if you need to turn them down if they become a little too, irritating for you. And my window is the only screen that's being recorded. Nobody else is visible. So if you'd like to leave your camera on, I'll be able to work on you during the healing. If you're on YouTube, I cannot see you and I can't read your comments. But you're absolutely getting the healing. We're opening up our kidney, the kidney channels, all the pathways, energetic and physical, into the kidneys. And you don't need to breathe heavily along with me. You can just relax. You can sit back if you like. You can just listen. You can lie down. If you lie down, you may want to, put a blanket over you. You may get a little bit cold. So you may be feeling a little bit of pressure and tension around your kidneys. It's fine. We're opening up the kidney pathways. We're energizing and boosting the kidney to help facilitate a really good bone and joint clearing and healing today. Calling in our guides, our spiritual medical assistance team, straight pure divinity, straight source energies. Want to make sure our kidneys are open to allow for detox and release. And as that continues, let's just call in energies that are custom for you wherever you need it for the next 10 minutes or so for your bones and joints, wherever you need it in your system. You may have trauma, you may have some abnormalities, some metabolic disorders, fragile bones, fractured, any disabilities, lots of emotions are stored in the joints and bones, lots of ancient kind of crystallized waste. So let's spend a few minutes with them coming in just to work on you wherever you need it. And then afterwards, we'll go from head to toe, working through typically. Any skeletal disorders caused by the hormones. We ask for healing, clearing that now, please. Any areas where movement is difficult, You have stiffness. There's not enough of that synovial fluid. Will be different for all of you. Some of you may have some crystallization in your knuckles, others in your toes, some of you in your wrists, your ankles. We'll go through all of that individually, but just for now, just wherever you need it. Let's bring in some pure multidimensional magic just to deepen the releases in your joints, in your bones, wherever you need it most. And pay attention where you're feeling pressure and sensation. The energies are with you wherever you need it most, anywhere in your skeletal system. Just relax, welcome the energies to come in. Very warm, loving, benevolent energies coming through. Whatever you need most. Any acid waste buildup, arthritis, any traumas, fractures, genetic abnormalities, any mineral malabsorption issues. We ask for correcting and healing of that now, please. As it continues working for you, let's move the energies to the top of our head, the cranium, the bones of the cranium. We ask for clearing the fat of any ancestral and genetic conditioning, any traumas, defects, deficiencies, weaknesses, diseases, any emotions in the cranium, in the bones of your head. Let's turn up the volume on the energies to about 50%. So we're working on the bones in your head, in your face, your cranium. Some of you may be feeling pressure reciprocate in your hips. It's okay. Sometimes working on one area of the body triggers a release in another area of the body that has to happen. Releasing all conditioning we can in the cranium, the bones of the face. As that continues, let's drop down to the atlas of the neck, the base of the neck. It's a big junction point, holds a lot of pain, emotion, information, codes. Clear that out, please. Move to the jaws. The jaws hold the bones of the teeth, and the jaws hold a lot. We ask for clearing and releasing there, please. So as we clear the jaws, you may feel more pressure on the left side versus the right. And we're releasing conditioning around the neck, the atlas area, the base of your neck. And as we clear that, you may feel pressure in other parts of your body. That's okay. Just allow for a deep clearing and release. Let's move down to the clavicle, the left and right clavicle, and your shoulders. As the energy builds to release your shoulders, you may not be able to lift your arms. It'll pass. So the cranium has been activated, the bones in your face, in your jaws, the discs in your jaws, your clavicle, your shoulders, the atlas in the back of the neck. Let's work our way down the vertebrae, activating the vertebrae from top Going down and all the discs in between. There's a swirl of energy starting at the top of your spine, just spinning down. Maybe seeing little sparks, specks of magic all in your body, all around your system. Welcome these energies to help us heal and clear the skeletal system, all the bones, joints, all the grooves in the bones, the synovial fluid between the joints, anything where you've been damaged, traumatized. You need more synovial fluid. We're asking for the energies to bring us more of what we need. So the energies work down the spine. Let's activate the front, the torso, the ribs. Let's clear any emotions trapped anywhere in the ribs, the shoulders, the spine. Let's keep working down the body. Let's add in the elbows. Left and right elbows. Let's add in the wrists. And your left and right knuckles. So we're clearing and releasing all possible conditioning that we can in the elbows, the wrists, and all the knuckles of your fingers. Any genetic distortions that we're carrying, anything crystallized, ancient, old emotion, pain, blockages. It doesn't matter. Let's just release it. Known and unknown, conscious, subconscious. Need to move about a little bit. Help your body kind of snap, crackle, pop. It's okay. As the energies continue there in your arms and hands, let's move down. Add in the hips. We'll stay here for a while. Lots of dense, old, ancient conditioning sits in those low chakra areas, including the hips, the tailbone. Let's bring in some more magic. Just deepen the release. We're working with pure divine source energies. Light. Let's bring in more light into that hip area to allow for a big release, deconditioning, clearing. From your cranial nerves, cranial bones, all the way down to your hips. Stiff hips, rusty hips, symbolic of not being able to move forward in life, make decisions. Let's clear that out, please, on a mental, emotional, as well as the physical and subtle levels. Anywhere where we're not moving forward with ease in life, where we feel we're not being supported by life. Wherever there's the tightness, where you can't stretch, you've lost mobility. A lot of emotions being purged, released, feelings of not being good enough, feeling hopeless, unsupported, not at peace. Let's release that. Let's clear that out. The whole thoracic skeleton, all the joints. Anywhere where the mechanics have to be corrected, we ask for that. Energies to help heal and correct the body mechanics, the structure and function of the bones, the joints, the fluids. that support the bones and joints, the hormones that support the bones and joints. Still a lot of release going on in the hips. Maybe feeling some pressure in your groin area, maybe more on the left side than the right. Maybe having a little bit of pain in the tailbone, just pressure back there. Just giving the energy some time to release, clear this stuff out in you and everybody in the group field. As the hips continue releasing, let's go down to the legs, bones of the legs, the knee joints. Lots of clearing, lots of injuries in the knees, weaknesses in the knees, deformities with the knees. Most of this stems from spine, issues in the spine and the vertebrae, or just traumas that you've had, falls, accidents in the knees. Releasing, clearing the hips, below the hips, down to the knees, all the way down to your ankles. Any ancestral, genetic issues, we're asking to release that now, please. The hips, the knees, the ankles, your heels, the bone spurs, your toes, your bunions. Let's stay with the legs and feet for a few minutes. Releasing this old, ancient crystallization. Allow more freedom, more movement, more ease, better support, healthier body, more mobility, activity. Let's bring more just pure, beautiful, multidimensional magic, more light. Source energies. Deep into our system on the physical and the energetic body level. Yes, for healing and release of the root cause issues behind the bones and joints. May these energies come in and just wipe away, wash away the root cause issues. Whether they're known or unknown, doesn't matter. Just ask for release, freedom in the joints, in the bones. Any genetic, ancestral karma and conditioning that you're carrying, let's ask to clear that out. Any genetic, ancestral programs, patterns, diseases, anything for the bones and joints, let's clear that out, please. A lot of arthritis, maybe hormonal imbalances that prevent the bones from being healthy and working optimally. Any of those old ancient energies that sit in the bones, carry a lot of emotions, wounding, traumas, blockages, anywhere in your body, anywhere in the skeleton, anything that's preventing your joints from being mobile and fluid, anything old, ancient, of your own or of your ancestors. Yes, for release, please. Let's call in any energies you need to reboot and rebalance that skeleton, the bones, the joints. We're asking for assistance with healing the bones, the joints, any injuries, anything karmic, ancestral. Your joints are big reservoirs of energy. Activate the 13 main joints. According to old ancient Egyptians, we have 13 major joints. We want to activate the reservoirs of energy and everybody here. The joints are in the ankles, in the knees, in the hips, in the wrists, in the elbows, in the shoulders, and in the atlas bone of the neck. We want to activate those structures to allow more light into the body, to bring in more light into the joints, the reservoirs of the joints. So let's stay here for a few minutes and allow that activation and initiation to the joint reservoirs now. Comes in through the crown. You may feel like tingles or little pins and needles as we activate all the joint reservoirs in your body, specifically the 13 major ones. And as this light enters our body, allows more movement, we're better able to release those crystalline deposits, those stresses, any armoring around the joints, allowing more space into our joints. And it's in this space that the light bodies can activate more in the physical form, opening up spaces in the body, all throughout your body to allow in more light. So we're bringing in energies to open those 13 major joints, bring in some deep grounding, some vitality, or empowerment. Each joint is a pair, a left and right pair. These energies to bring in more light and activate these 13 reservoirs in the joints. This will continue for the next 2 hours. We're bringing in a tremendous amount of light. Takes a little bit of time to come into the physical. So these energies will continue beyond this healing. We're asking for the activation to bring in more light into the joint reservoirs. So you, as a physical being, can carry more light. And as we allow in more light, this releases energy, which transforms into this synovial fluid, into fat, and that helps us maintain lubrication into the lymph. And that lubrication moves through the lymph, which affects your blood, your body's immunity, and the lymphatic system carries away with it the toxins, chemicals, anything that's been calcified and crystallized, any environmental pollutants, any stress in the lymph nodes, anything that's been trapped in the body. So we're bringing in more light, which will transform and allow us to have more fluid, this metafluid, jovial fluid, lymphatic fluid, just to help waste move through the body. We've really activated and opened the kidneys to allow more waste to be processed. Anywhere in your lymph nodes, anything that's been trapped, any harmful substances, we ask for clearing of that now, please. Boy, I can really feel it. So as we clear out these lymph nodes, the lymph, the blood, it's really taxing the kidneys on its way out. We're opening these channels to allow more circulation, flow, more light to come in. This will help ease kind of chronic muscle and joint pain, joint tension, stiffness. Just help release waste. As the waste gets stored in our knuckles, our joints, our hips, really detox and clear that out with the help of the lymph, with the help of divine energies, help release our crystallized, calcified deposits in the joints. You want to help the kidneys along. Kidneys take a beating every day. We put a lot of stress on the kidneys with what we put in our mouths. Any chemicals, medications, not enough water, poor diet. So we ask for releasing and clearing that now. As the white light energies come through into the reservoirs of the joints. As we open these channels, we're cleaning, we're draining out the waste. This will allow for more peace, more joy, clarity, physical well-being, especially if your lymph, your kidneys, and your liver is cleared. A lot of that acid and bile is moved. So we'll ask for the detox to continue for the next 72 hours, the next 3 days. Our energies are highly intelligent, they're programmable. They keep working beyond the time of this healing. So we're asking for a continuation of the detoxification of the liver, the kidneys, the lymph, all the joints, the crystallization, anything calcified, anything that needs to be purged from the body, for that to continue over the next 72 hours, the next 3 days. And that Egyptian initiation to build up the reservoirs of the 13 joint pairs, that's going to continue for the next couple hours as well. It'll just bring in a lot more light into your system, so you carry more light. As you release a lot of this crystallized waste from the joints, the bones, it can be anywhere. It could be sitting in your joint, your jaws, along your vertebrae, your spine, in your knuckles. Everybody's different. We hold some of us have gout, some of us have arthritis, some of us have just carry that, paying that forward from the ancestors. Ask to release and clear that out, please. As that detox is continuing, let's work on our fluids. Let's boost our cerebrospinal fluid and our synovial fluids in the joints. Keep our joints lubed up, and the vital life force cerebrospinal fluid that sits in the brain and the vertebrae. The spinal fluid is responsible for bathing the brain and the spinal cord in this liquid. So let's bring in a special elixir to help boost these fluids in the body. Many of you will need to repeat this healing a number of times. If you have a lot of crystallized deposits and lots of pain in your joints, or you've had some bone trauma, or illnesses with the bones. You just may need to go deeper with this healing. It'll be on YouTube later today if you want to repeat it tonight before you go to bed. Right now, boosting the fluids, the synovial fluids, the cerebrospinal fluid, really boosting the production of that. Vital source energies in that fluid. We've activated a lot of things this morning. Lots of light coming through into all of your joint pairs. And a lot of boosting of your fluids. A couple more minutes of this, and then we'll start integrating everything that we've done today. Bringing it down deeply, grounding it into the body. Just a few more minutes of the fluids, boosting our fluids wherever you need it most. Let's make sure all the channels and pathways in the kidneys are very open for the next 72 hours as we process and release a lot of this crystallized waste out of the body. Any crystallization sitting in your joints, causing arthritis, rheumatoid symptoms, and autoimmune. Just stay relaxed for just a few more minutes. Let the energies come through. There's a lot of energies coming in, different ones all at once. Now we're starting the activation, the integration. I'm sorry. The activation is going to continue, but we're starting the integration. Stay with the energies. It feels kind of like a whirlwind, like a vortex tunnel spinning maybe counterclockwise around the whole of your auric field, around your body. Maybe little sparks of light, beautiful magic sparks of light coming through, or just lots of bright light coming through. So we're asking to integrate all these activations, clearings, and energies, really deepen them, deepen the healing into our system. Just for the next 5 minutes or so. Bringing in tremendous amounts of light into your 13 main joints. Also brought down a very powerful energy and energetic elixir to boost the fluids in our joints. The fluid allows for a lot of movement in the blood and the lymph. So a lot of this crystallized waste can detox through these kidneys, which we spent quite a bit of time opening those kidney pathways. We want them to stay open for and unblocked to allow our body to clear out a lot of this blockage and waste. However, it's sitting in your system, wherever it's causing you a lot of bone and pain, grief. Your hands and feet may still be really cold right now. Lots of shifting and changing is going on in your body on the physical and subtle levels. Just a couple more minutes and we'll start bringing you back into your body. Let's just integrate for a couple more minutes. It's a lovely, peaceful, deeply relaxed feeling. Lots of energy swirling all about around the spine, throughout all the joints, knuckles, toes, behind your eyes, the jaws, your shoulder, the shoulder girdle, the clavicle, the ribs, the hips. Just beautiful energies just flowing through. Lots of light coming through. Lots of sparks of beautiful multidimensional magic. Feels like the Holy Spirit is with us. So much energy from the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you to the ancient Egyptians that brought in the energies, the activation for the reservoirs of the joints. We're activating and boosting all 13 main joints. The energies will continue, the integration will continue. That synovial and cerebrospinal fluid, that elixir will also continue for the next few days, just really stimulating so you have better movement in your joints. Let the energies keep working on you, especially in your sleep. You're most open. Do a lot of that deep release work. Let's ask for that to continue also for the next 72 hours, and wherever you need it most. I hope you all can make it in 2 Saturdays. We're going to be doing some really deep work on the sonic bodies, the bodies that hold and contain and carry sound and vibration. Many people don't know about that. Sound bodies, those sonic bodies, tend to get really congested and blocked. So we're going to do a lot of clearing on that, which should help your clairaudience, your hearing senses, um, just your psychic senses in general. It's also, healthy for the body. So we'll be doing that November 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific. And I don't know what that means time-wise in other zones because we're going through a fall time change all over the world. Make sure you check your time. So we're still integrating, and the energies will continue transforming and filling our bodies on the energetic and physical level for days to come. You're all welcome to re-listen to this healing as much as you want, as often as you want. Anytime you're feeling kind of stiff or achy, anywhere in your joints or bones, the healing will be on YouTube available for you. So if you'd like to start slowly coming back, take a few slow breaths. Oxygenate your brain. Just bring some oxygen into your body, into your brain. Start coming back. You need to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And if you don't want to come back, it's fine. You can just turn the volume of my voice down. For some of you, this is a really deep, deep healing. You need a little bit more time. It's fine. But for the sake of respecting people's schedule, I want to bring you guys back. We've got over an hour. Felt like it was needed, very beneficial. Like to start coming back. Come back into your body, back into space and time. Wow, a lot of you are still out for the count. If you're on YouTube now and if you want to jump over to Zoom, if you'd like to share some of your experience today or leading up to the healing this week, we'd love to hear, some of your experiences are just so beautiful and so powerful and really inspire the rest of us to, really have faith in these healings because they are extremely powerful. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. All the energies that came in today. Everyone who's here. Thank you so much. Okay, with that, if you'd like to stay and share and we'll talk, and I'd like to talk a little bit about fasting. If you'd like to help clear out your joints a little bit more, you may need to do a little bit of a water fast or some kind of fruit fast, or you can go extreme and do a dry fast. That breaks down the calcification and acid that are sitting in your joints, in your knees, in your hips. Sometimes your body just needs a little bit of a digestive break for a day, 2 or 3, whatever you can do. And that helps bring down, helps purge all the waste, the crystallized stuff that's in the joints. So thank you so much. We'll see you again in 2 Saturdays. And Dawn, you can stop the recording.